Hi, this is Mark Sanborn in Denver, Colorado, where after just over a week, we finally got our office phone system back up. Still not working right. We still don't have voicemail, but for Comcast, this seems to have been a significant accomplishment. First of all, let me apologize. I'm certainly incredibly unhappy with the service I've received from Comcast, but I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons and give you a few insights on how not to bobble your service strategy because frankly, I can think of few service providers worse at every level than Comcast. A couple months ago, an old friend of mine, and I'm kind of rethinking calling him that, contacted me because he was at Comcast and he wanted to help save us money and improve service delivery for our phone lines. He and another fellow came in, they made a lovely little presentation, and we signed a contract to go with them. Now, we were supposed to have our phones switched over last Monday, but several days before the switchover, my assistant noticed that there were some things that would prevent that from being strategic, so she called and talked to our service rep, and Derek made a note not to switch our phones over next Monday, and then he did. So Monday, we had no phone service. No phones could call in. There was no voicemail. I don't know if someone tried to book me for a speech, order products, called to tell me I'd inherited millions. We'll never know. But the point is, I lost an entire day of business. And then the solution was, of course, on Tuesday to forward all of our phone lines to Daniel's personal cell phone. Now, I just want to make a note here. I didn't hear from Derek directly until 4 days later when he apologized too late and too little. But he said that we were fortunate that they were able to solve the problem by forwarding our office phones to my assistant's personal cell phone. Man, if that's fortunate, I'd hate to see what unfortunate is. That's just plain silly. I finally started to raise Cain because I couldn't get the VP of service in Philadelphia or anybody to respond to me. So finally, yesterday, Monday, I started hearing from folks. They said that my email suggested I seemed frustrated. Actually, my email said point blank, I was downright pissed. They'd cost me time, money, and frustration and didn't seem to really care. I then heard from a local supervisor, Derek's boss, who wanted to talk to me, but I kept repeating that I wanted to talk to someone in escalations or from corporate. So far, after I told them they've not really responded appropriately, they haven't worked at all to restore our service. They said, by the way, if we wanted our phones reconnected, it would push our install date back. Now, frankly, if you break something, it seems to me that you fix it quickly. You don't penalize the customer by threatening them with bad or worse service if you fix the problem that you created. A couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, when customers can't get any satisfaction, they typically escalate or they go away angry. Both are bad ideas. When they escalate, and their escalation isn't effective, they apply more pressure. And at this point, it's principle for me. I just can't believe that a company that has espoused that they want to improve customer experience is so bad at every level. They have insulted me. They've wasted my time. They've wasted my assistant's time. They have been rude. They have been insensitive. What more can I say? And by the way, when you really mess something up for a customer, it is not enough to apologize. You make it right and you compensate them for the inconvenience. I'm not going to be able to give you a formula for what that compensation can be, but I can tell you that what little bone they've thrown at us so far, a credit of $150 off our bill. Holy buckets, Batman. That's going to make me feel better about a week of frustration and anxiety. So anyhow, I don't understand why Comcast Cares, who I escalated it to, said they'd call me this morning, and they didn't. They don't care. They don't care. They're paid to monitor social media and try to keep people from going off the deep end, but I'm off the deep end. So listen, here's how service works. Here's how business works. You make a commitment, you keep it. If you goof up, you fix it. If you don't fix it quickly, you make it right by compensating the customer for the brain damage. It isn't rocket science, but evidently Comcast in their vast system of incompetence doesn't get it. By the way, if anybody from Comcast is actually watching, and I doubt that they are, I'd love to hear from you.